So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, we're going to be trying out the 86 rated Patrick Vieira item. This is of course Vieira's lowest rated card in Ultimate Team. It's his base icon, and even though it's one of his lower icons, it's an amazing card still. It looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm definitely looking forward to giving this card a go. Now, before we get into things, if you guys could leave a like rating on this video, that would be greatly appreciated. In the comment section down below, I do want to hear from you guys. First of all, I want to know which other icons you want to see me do a video on. And I also want to know, who do you think is the best CDM in FIFA 20? Let me know all that good stuff in the comment section down below. Also, if you're new to the channel and enjoy this kind of content, make sure you subscribe because, yeah, this kind of content, this kind of stuff does come out regularly. Anyway, now all the intro is done, everything is said and done, we can get into this player review. This is the team we're going to be using him in. We won't be playing 4-3-2-1 in game, we're going to be playing 4-2-3-1, and Vieira obviously will be playing as a DM for us. So, let's have a look at this item, shall we? The guy stands at 6'4", he's pretty freaking tall, so should be able to boss the midfield, and he's got some really nice in-game attributes. First of all, his pace. Like, even without the shadow chem that I have applied, he's very quick. He's got very good pace attributes for a midfielder, so I'm expecting him to be really good, really fast at tracking back. His shooting stats actually aren't that bad either for a DM. Obviously, they're nothing too special, but like I said, for a defensive mid, they're pretty solid. But I doubt I'll be shooting too much with this guy, unless I get maybe the chance to score with him from the penalty spot. He's got some pretty good passing attributes as well, minus the crossing and curve. He's got an 86 rating for short passing, 85 long passing, and 89 vision, so he should be able to distribute quite well from deep. His dribbling attributes are a bit of a mix, to be honest. His agility of 71 isn't ideal, nor is the 69 balance or the 76 in-game dribbling, but he's got a really good reaction stat of 90 and pretty solid ball control of 84 and really good composure of 92. Defensively, as you can imagine, this guy has some brilliant stats. He's got an 89 rating for his stand tackle, 84 slide tackle, 83 defensive awareness, and the best one in this column is definitely that 90 rating for his interceptions, and that is what I'm hoping that this guy does, just interceptions left, right, and centre in game. Obviously, also he's got some insane physical attributes: 91 strength, 85 stamina, and 93 aggression. The guy should be an absolute boss, and like I've said, I'm hoping that it's just going to lock that midfield down. It's also worth mentioning the fact that this guy has 80 jumping because, yeah, he's 6'4", has a good jumping stat. This guy, in theory, probably shouldn't be beaten aerially. So, yeah, pretty insane numbers on this card. I've been wanting to try this Vieira out for a while, and now is my chance. So, let's get in some games, and let's test out the French midfielder. So, for Paddy V's debut, we come up against this. It's a Bundesliga / Premier League hybrid, and, yeah, it's an alright team. It's not an amazing one, so hopefully we can do a job on this. Oh, mistake there by my right back, but Vieira gets back and just uses his strength to just knock the player off the ball. Now we might have a chance to counter. There's Vieira on the edge of the box. Oh, he's beating his man. Can he get the ball across the box? He can, but oh, it's fallen to Zaha. But unfortunately, the reactions there from the attacker weren't that great. Vieira with a nice through ball. That's a great through ball for Trossard. He's going to get on the end of this and maybe create an attacking opportunity. Oh, get to that, get to that. It's done well. Now can he slide through Aubameyang? Oh, I think Aubameyang would have been just offside there anyway. There goes St. Maxim, just trying to get down the wing, but Vieira's having none of it. Too strong. Just going to look to clear this. I wanted a runner really so I could through ball it. Let's go for that top pass. That's a nice pass with his left foot, but oh, it eventually does reach Trossard. The ref's just blown for half-time, and at the halfway point, the score is 1 goal apiece. Being a pretty end-to-end game, to be honest. Both teams have had good chances, but yeah, thus far, only 1 goal in each net. Hopefully, more to come in the second 45. Uh-oh, don't like this. I bet it's in the ball, but Vieira's reacted well there and cleared it. That's what we want. Defence is getting a bit scrambly now as we get into the final minute or two. Oh, Vieira, right place at right time there, and just dispossesses Goretzka. And there's the full-time whistle. We get the 2-1 win. Pretty tight game, to be honest, but obviously happy to get the victory. Vieira actually only got a 6.8 match rating in that, which is seems to be a pretty poor match rating, but I actually thought he was quite good in that game defensively, but his passing was definitely questionable, and that's why his ratings probably went down. Up next for us is this. It's a full Premier League side which has Player Vardy in a cam role, which is really strange. I'm actually wondering what formation he's going to play in game because he's got so many attackers on the field. Maybe he just stays in 4-1-2-1-2, but even that is a bit odd. Vieira to put pressure on Ericsson and just takes the ball off him with relative ease. Now, I'll need a runner. I don't really want to run down the wing with Vieira, but he's put through a nice through ball for Trossard. Trossard gets inside, but the cross wasn't good enough. Of all people, it's going to be Vieira whipping this ball into the box. And it's not a bad cross, you know, but unfortunately, Davinson Sanchez outjumps Zaha. Oh, Vieira in the right place at the right time there to pick up the pieces and help us clear lines. Okay, so at the break, the score is 0-0. It's been a pretty boring first half, to be honest. As you can see, neither side has had like a mass of chances, but both sides have been putting in plenty of tackles. So, yeah, it's one of them games. Oh, Vieira possesses him, and now can we counter? Nice through ball from Sissoko. Oh, Bamiyang just didn't have quite enough pace. Wow. Did Vieira just get out-jumped by Lacazette? What the hell? Okay, Vieira to bring us. Vieira's bringing us forward. Does well to get the pass away there. Still coming forward. Still got a chance now to score. Bamiyang. Oh, maybe I should have put it inside for Vieira. That. Oh, Vieira really strong there. Knocks him off the ball and now plays the ball through for Aubameyang. And there be the full-time whistle. We get ourselves another win. This time it's just a slim 1-0 margin. But you know what? We will take it. We were very solid defensively. And in the end, that's what won us this game. Patrick Vieira getting a slightly better match rating in this game. As you can see, a lot of my defenders got decent match ratings because, like I say, we were doing a lot of defending in that fixture. So, after a few more games with base Icon Vieira in my squad, what are my thoughts on this item's in-game performance? As you can expect, I thought the card was pretty good. It was very solid and it just made plenty of interceptions for me, and that was just great to see. That's what you want your defensive midfielder to do, and that's exactly what he did for me. One thing I'll start by saying is Vieira is very good, but I don't think he's as effective in FIFA Ultimate Team as he was in last year's Ultimate Team. I just thought in like 19 he was miles better, but still in FIFA 20 very solid, and this is a very good item. So let's start by breaking things down, shall we? First of all, let's chat about this guy's pace. Even when I used him without the shadow cam, the guy was absolutely rapid. He is very quick for a midfielder, and he is great at just chasing down players who do get past him initially, because he's got the pace and he's got the strength to just grab them and knock them off the ball, which is nice. And he's also got enough pace to get forward when there's space in front of him as well, which is obviously very useful. I found Vieira's shooting to be pretty inconsistent, to be honest. I thought his shots were either powerful and lacked accuracy, or they were lacking accuracy and had power. So yeah, shots with this guy just were not consistent at all, and definitely not someone I would feel confident in shooting with. He's just not reliable when it comes to having a crack at goal. I'm not saying he can't score goals, because he definitely can, but he's definitely not who I would want on the end of a shot. He's a defensive mid for a reason. His passing I actually thought was very good. The guy has a really good range of distribution. He can pass long, he can pass short, and yeah, he just distributes well from deep, which is nice. His dribbling was yeah, pretty average. Obviously that agility does hold him back. He's not easy to turn with possession, but when he's actually got the ball, he does protect it quite well, which is good. But yeah, he's definitely not a player you want to go on runs with. Only dribble if you can dribble straight with him. You don't want to be trying to maneuver him in and out of defenders, because if you do that, you'll likely lose possession. Defensively, this is where this guy shines. In one-on-one situations, he's absolutely fantastic, because he's got really good tackling attributes and really good strength and aggression. So he just knocks people off the ball with relative ease when he gets hold of them. Very happy with his tackling, and very happy with his interceptions as well. He seems to just read plays well and gets ready to cut out passes, which is great. Physically, as you can expect, the guy is an absolute monster in game. Like I've already said, really happy with his strength and aggression because he just knocks people off the ball very easily when he comes into contact with them. Also really happy with how this guy was aerially. I touched on it when we were discussing his stats at the start. He is 6'4" and he's got good jumping, and in game that shows for most part. He's definitely a player that you can aim for when taking set pieces and when just trying to clear the ball when kicking out with your goalkeeper. Also, I have to comment on his stamina as well. This guy never seemed to be tired for me, which was great because he was tracking back a lot for me. I was doing a lot of defending tonight. This guy was tracking back a lot and he just didn't seem that tired, which was nice. In terms of positioning, how was this item? Well, he's got medium work rates, and because of that, although he does sit back for most part, he will occasionally get involved with attacks, which can be a bit annoying. I would sooner him just stay back. So if you want, you could obviously apply the stay back while attack instruction on him. Obviously, the other Vieira cards in Ultimate Team actually have medium high work rates, so they sit back a bit more naturally. Nonetheless, for most part, like I say, his positioning was good. It is just occasionally, though, he will join in with attacks if not instructed to sit back. So with all that being said, what's the verdict on this card? Well, as you'd expect, it's brilliant. It's a really good CDM item, but do I think it's worth picking up? I think it is if you can afford to get it and have a good squad around it. I wouldn't submit like most of your coins into this item, to be honest, because yeah, the price tag just seems a bit steep on it to me. I don't think the item is worth like 1.3 mil. It's a very good card, but that price tag just, it seems a bit too much for me. For that price, you can get a lot of good players in FIFA 20 at this stage. So yeah, as much as I love Patrick Vieira as an Arsenal fan, I can't advise getting this baby Vieira unless you're absolutely minted, to be honest. Anyway guys, we're coming towards the end of the video now. If you could leave a like rating on it, that would be muchly appreciated. If you've got any questions about this card, do pop them in the comment section down below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, catch you in the next one.